Genesis chapter 19. God rescues Lot. The two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. Ahem. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them and bowed himself with his face to the earth and said, My lords, please turn aside to your servant's house and spend the night and wash your feet. Then you may rise up early and go on your way. They said, No, we will spend the night in the town square. But he pressed them strongly. So they turned aside to him and entered his house. And he made them a feast and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. But before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both young and old, all the people to the last man, surrounded the house. And they called to Lot, Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us, that we may know them. Lot went out to the men at the entrance, shut the door after him, and said, I beg you, my brothers, do not act so wickedly. Behold, I have two daughters who have not known any man. Let me bring them out to you, and do to them as you please. Only do nothing to these men, for they have come under the shelter of my roof. But they said, Stand back. And they said, This fellow came to sojourn, and he has become the judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with them. They pressed hard against the man Lot and drew near to break the door down. But the men reached out their hands and brought Lot into the house with them and shut the door. And they struck with blindness the men who were at the entrance of the house, both small and great, so that they wore themselves out, groping for the door. Then the men said to Lot, Have you anyone else there? Sons-in-law, sons, daughters, or anyone you have in the city? Bring them out of the place, for we are about to destroy this place, because the outcry against its people has become great before the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. So Lot went out and said to his sons-in-law, who were to marry his daughters, Up, get out of this place, for the Lord is about to destroy the city. But he seemed to his son-in-law to be jesting. That was the G-rated version of that chapter. What's up, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Shots Fired podcast with DP. I am Jason Simino, your host, but you can call me Despop, coming all over you from Donut Patrol Studios in the middle of nowhere. I'd like to get right into today's topic, which is the good book. Now, I have always been a God-fearing man. I was raised Catholic in the New England region of the country where it was called Catlick. I'm a Catlick. Growing up, I had no interest in anything that reminded me of Shakespeare-style writing. Basically, anything that didn't sound like an actual human. Who cometh before me, henceforth and forthwith, in 2 fortnights, Game of Thrones? That shit just couldn't compute in my head. I couldn't decipher it when the catechism teacher would try to recite the Bible before class. I slept through all of it. Another thing I could never stand is interpretation. Just read the fucking book and don't tell me what you think it means, because I have no interests. What Abraham is feeling here is a premonition of blah blah blah. Motherfucker, does it say that? No? So shut the fuck up. So, this past Christmas, I actually received the greatest gift ever given to me. My in-laws gifted me my first ever Bible. Supposedly, as you just saw, it is written in a way that is more G-rated and in line with my ADHD, although it's still very repetitive. Abraham traveled to the city of Boston, accompanied by his children, Gilgamesh, Balderdash, Josiah, and blah, 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 and along with their wives, Jezebel, and Sarah, and Jeep Wrangler, and blah, 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 and their children, A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y, and they arrived in Boston. Abraham with his sons, blah, and blah, and blah, and their wives, and so on, and so on. Like, what the fuck? This book could be a pamphlet without all the repetitive bullshit that lost me back in Sunday school. Just tell me who died or came down with severe case of diarrhea on the travels, so I know who didn't arrive with them. Capiche? But I also can't help but find comedy in some of it. Sorry, if that condemns me to hell, it just means I go back to being homeless in Rhode Island. I actually quite like isolation, so no biggie. But that opening I read, Genesis 19, reads like, Hey, we heard you got some dude guests from out of town in there. Why don't you send them out so we can fuck him in the ass, bro? And just when you think Lot is all noble and righteous and protective of those under his roof, dude is like, how about no? Instead, rape the shit out of my virgin daughters. Like, what the ever-loving fuck, man? This shit is insane. But seriously, on a more serious note, this truly is the greatest gift I have ever received. And although I regret not getting closer to the book in my early years, I was always a God-fearing person. I loathe the church. And now after getting familiar with the Bible, that feeling has only grown stronger. But I always prayed every night before bed, and I always say a silent grace in my head before meals. However, I am happy that at the age of 51, I am reading the good book for the first time. It's like I had to see what I've seen and dealt with my trials prior to. All the death and homicides and violent robberies and rapes, the traumatic brain injury and severe PTSD, and constant suicidal thoughts, and I just see so many parallels in a book written a gazillion years ago. Even if you're a true atheist, I would encourage you not to believe, just to read the book. You can see so many modern day parallels in the words written years ago. People and tribes and groupthink, doubters and lost souls, whether they be individuals or entire nations. Sorry, I get choked up because it's happening right now. I'm not even out of Exodus yet, and I can see so many parallels with my own life and trials. And I can see that although I haven't lived as the best human, my soul has always been pure. And I have never wavered in that. This fight with PTSD was never a fight for my mind. It was always a war. It was a war being waged. It was a war for my soul. My mind could always wander as long as my soul, my actions stayed pure, without negative motive or agenda. And it's all right there. I'd like to get more in depth with this as I continue to read, and I promise I will never try to sway you or make you believe in this, that, or the other. There are grifters among us in every walk of life. The worst of them, in my opinion, are the religious grifters, and chief among them are the ones who raised me, the Catholics. I was raised in the thinking, my God forgives, and therefore I can do whatever I want as long as I make confession on Sunday with an envelope full of cash for Father. Everything was Father. Father says this and Father says that. I have never, nor will I ever worship a man, whether that be a priest or even the good-for-nothing Pope. Fuck him and all those that came before him. You want my opinion on the Vatican? Look up the Boston Archdiocese priest scandal for those of you not familiar. If I was ever an altar boy back home, I would have been a victim. And all those I grew up with who served in that capacity were absolutely affected. Just like these fucking guys that showed up outside of Lot's home saying, send those dudes out so we can rape the shit out of them. No one escaped, and the Pope knew about it. Did he notify the police? Did he banish those from the priesthood? Nope. He was like, hey, there's an opening down in Texas. Move him down there and bring in a new guy. I didn't mean to turn this into a Rage with DP clip, and although I was never in that situation, my friends that were are fucked for life, and it was known and condoned by the man and his predecessors in Rome. I'm not singling out one religion, it's just the only one I've ever known. In further episodes, you will hear my thoughts on all organized religions, and none will escape my scorn. This is about the book. It's plain text and me. And you. It's all you will ever need. Don't ever worship a mortal man, ever. And this was The Good Book by DP. Thank you for tuning in. And speaking of atheists, it's time for some Democrat speak.
Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! I was almost speaking as you fucker! Get away from me! You're scaring me! Back up! Why do you not back up in that? Bob, look at him! Look at him not backing up! You bastard! I hope somebody kicks your ass!
Men, if you're still confused as to why we say it's all men, this is why. Anytime I walk anywhere, I get honked at multiple times. I stopped at a gas station yesterday to get me some water and to sit in the shade for a little bit. I had this earphone on. Clearly, I was not looking to engage with anyone. An old man proceeded to harass me the entire time I was sitting there. He wouldn't stop asking questions. He wouldn't stop trying to talk to me. Even when I tried to ignore him, he repeatedly tried to get my attention. And then, when he thought he had it, he asked me if I would give him a fucking blowjob. So yes, until enough of you stop that fucking behavior, it's all fucking men.
Now, please join me in a moment to honor members of God's Army. It's time for the final call. On this day, February 24th, 2005, Deputy Sheriff Haven Blake Gamble of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, Georgia, was shot and killed while making an arrest at a home on Georgia Highway 5 near Amber Drive in Douglasville. He and several deputies went to serve a warrant on a man suspected of child molestation. Fitting for today's show. After arresting the man in the living room, the deputies started to clear the rest of the home. As they cleared a back room, the man's stepfather pulled a gun and opened fire. Deputy Gamble was struck in the face. Another deputy returned fire and killed the stepfather. The man they were originally arresting was not wounded. Deputy Gamble was flown to Atlanta Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. Deputy Gamble had served with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office for 8 years. He is survived by his parents, fiance, and 2 young children from a previous marriage, brother and a sister. Also, on this date, back in 1932, Deputy Sheriff J.M. Clifton of the Lee County Sheriff's Office in New Mexico was shot and killed near Crossroads after stopping a vehicle suspected of being used in a robbery in Lovington. During the stop, one of the men produced a handgun. Deputy Clifton was able to disarm the man, but while the two struggled, the second man exited the car and shot him 3 times. Despite his wounds, he was able to return fire and kill both men. Deputy Clifton drove himself to a nearby school and was then taken to a doctor's office but died later that night. Deputy Clifton was survived by his wife. May both continue to rest in peace. And we'll finish with a combo FAFO and timeline cleanse from the Kang of social media, Emery Kang. I spoke of grifters earlier, and there's something evil about the white liberal female grifter who travels with the security and camera crew team to exploit those she allegedly cares about so fucking much. But before we get into that, remember, to all those struggling with demons out there, just stop, breathe, survive. And if you need a little boost, check out Mr. King's store, Dreamland Tranquility. I doth not partake at the moment, having moved to a non-compliant state, but his store helped my PTSD in the past. Check it out, and no, that is not a paid endorsement. Just real, recognizing real. Later, bitches!
You all right? Hi. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
You all right?
Okay. Fine. Yep, we're doing okay.
Okay, chill out. Relax.
We're good. We're good. All right. There's a distance. Yep. Are you okay?
Calm down.
Okay, stop.
Calm down. Calm down.
Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
relax. Calm down.
It's okay, dear.
Calm down.
So, dear.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yes.
Calm down. Let go of her. Let go of her. Let go of her. Let go of
It's
her.
okay. Everything's okay, dear.
It's okay.
Everything's okay.
Are you okay?
Ooh,
All right.
lady.
You waking up?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Stop.
Calm down. Calm down, lady.
Hey,
Calm down. What are you doing?
I think I'm okay. Oh my gosh, we're snuggling. Please don't lick
Okay.
me. Please don't.
No. We're good.
We're good.
Take care.
All right.
Are you okay? All right.
Okay.
I'm glad you're doing okay.
That's interesting.
I'm glad you're doing okay. No, you're not gonna poke me in the eye.
All right, Tara, walk away.
You poke my head.
Well, because we're...
Overdosing.
We thought you were
I think
overdosing.
you're overdosing.
Would you like to keep one of these?
Oh my god, you're overdosing.
Would you like a cigarette?
You need it.
All right.
Would you like a cigarette? There you go. Thank you.
You need this though.
I'm okay. You want me
I
to keep
think
it?
you're dying.
Okay.
You're dying. You're dying.
Thank you. Okay. You're all right.
Why are you annoyed? Don't be
You're
annoyed.
being aggressive right now.
You're being
You're being
aggressive.
aggressive.
How am I being aggressive?
Pulling on someone that doesn't know you.
Yeah, we were just trying to help you, dear.
What do you mean?
thought
What did
you
you
were
do to me?
We thought you were dying.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, you wanted to annoy me, but
Nope.
that's okay.
Okay, why don't you let go now, please? Let
No,
go.
I love you.
I know, let go.
Thank you.
You opting in annoyance?
Let go.
That's so stupid.
Let go of her.
That's okay.
She wants you to let go of
But
her.
you still feel annoyed.
Let go of her.
I do feel a little annoyed.
Yeah, you need to let go.
Well, then why did you do that?
I wanted to make sure you're okay.
Let go.
No, you
Let me know,
didn't.
please.
Why don't you love yourself?
I'm trying.
Let go
You're
of her.
trying,
Let go of her.
but you don't
Let go.
try.
Let go,
Okay,
please.
we got it.
Let
Thank
go of
you.
her. Okay, there you go.
What are you doing?
There we go. Thank you.
Let go of her.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
No thanks. No thanks.
Sorry about that. You're welcome. Have
Thank
a good day.
you.
Be blessed, lady. Be blessed.
Bye bye.
Get him, Jay. I'm not a cop. You got DP'd.